Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a dust control bubble fast and easy for ceiling repairs or even any other kind of drywall repair. Super simple.
And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to go over the exact plastic I used and other materials I used to create this dust control bubble.
So stay tuned.
All right, so to cover the floor, I like to use a nice vinyl tarp. It's kind of thick and doesn't tear easy like some plastic will, so just lay it out. You want to go out past where the repair is going to be or any cutting of the drywall is going to be. Just flatten it out a little bit. And you can fold it to size, which is nice depending on the size of your repair you're doing. So I'm going to take my 3M 1.5 inch easy release tape and just put it on the wall, just barely below the repair. I'm staying about 1/8 of an inch below the repair with the tape. Not sure if this corner tape on the wall is going to come off or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and cover the wall and make my bubble to contain any dust while I cut into this drywall. So basically you just want to stick the tape real good, and then you want to peel it up, leaving about 1/2 inch stuck to the wall. That way you can put your plastic underneath there and it will adhere to the tape. You want to go probably 1.5 feet or so out from the repair on each side. That way you have plenty of room to work in. Especially if you were going to spray a texture or something, you want to have plenty of room, so make your bubble bigger. But like I said before, I'm going to skim coat this whole ceiling after I cut the drywall out and repair it, and then do a skip trowel texture. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to do this whole series in a playlist, and that way you'll be able to keep up with it. All right, so I got the light plastic. When you're going to make a bubble, you want to be sure to use light plastic to hang down from the ceiling, or it can potentially fall off by the weight, its own weight. So here, what you want to do is you want to make a doorway. Wherever you start, the plastic is going to be an opening, and then you'll wrap it around, and the other end will connect to the other opening, creating a door. So you just want to pull it out from the box and go around the perimeter of about where you want it. You want to leave a little extra just in case you didn't put out enough plastic. So basically all I got is that tape up. I've got the plastic rolled out. That folds out to a 12 foot. Now I'm just going to pull it out of the box and cut it. Be positive you have enough plastic rolled out. You want to leave probably 2 extra feet or so just in case, and then you can trim it once you've got your bubble up. So like I said, I'm going to start my door right there in front of the bedroom door. Be easy access in and out. So I'm going to leave probably 2 feet of plastic out, because I'm going to turn that onto the ceiling and attach it with a push pin. I'll show you in a second how I do that. Over the years, I developed this technique for making dust containment bubbles for doing ceiling repairs. Just out of pure desperation, you didn't want to have to cover the whole room, and this just contained the dust. And when you contain the dust, you have happy customers, or if you're working at your own home, you have a happy wife, because she won't be cleaning up drywall dust for the next year. So basically I'm attaching a piece of tape to the plastic to give it strength, because the lighter the plastic, the weaker it is. So this ensures it's not going to tear right through the plastic if you bump into it or something. You do have to be a little careful, but these push pins will save your butt. So you just want to work your way around. Like I said, you want to be sure to have enough room. You can make adjustments as you go. You can add tape, take away tape. I'm going to stick this down a little better. Then you just push the plastic right up underneath there, leave a 1/2 inch stuck to the wall, and then make sure you adhere the tape to the plastic. And then I'm going to add a couple of push pins just to make sure this isn't going to drop back. So you just push it through the drywall. The holes are so small you never see them. See how that tape wanted to peel back with the plastic? And the push pins stop that. So sometimes you can get a domino effect if you don't use the push pins. And like I did on the other side, I'm just attaching a piece of tape, and then I'm going to put the tack or push pin right through that into the ceiling. You can create your own custom configuration or size with just the plastic, and then you just roll it out. Works perfect. People are amazed when I show up at a job and pull this off. This 10-minute video here will save you hours of cleanup. And if you're not cleaning it, your customer's cleaning it, and they're remembering the drywall guy or handyman that came in and did the repair. So absolutely make a dust containment bubble when doing ceiling repairs. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this ceiling fan as an anchor. I'm just going to add a piece of tape there so it stabilizes the plastic a little better. It's not necessary. As you can see, I put a tack probably every 1.5 feet. This bubble's super strong and works perfectly for doing drywall repairs. If you're spraying some texture like popcorn, orange peel, knockdown, this bubble is the way to go. So I'm just working my way around to the other end of the plastic, and then I will overlap it probably about 1.5 feet, and you'll be amazed at how much dust this containment bubble keeps from going throughout a house. Add the tape again to the plastic for strength and push the push pin through. And if the bubble's too small, you can always move the push pins out. But you want to be sure of the size of the bubble before you trim off the excess plastic. Doing these containment bubbles don't take a lot of time, but it saves a lot of hassle. I do it every single time on a ceiling repair job. All right, so the bubble is up. I'm going to have to pull it down. I use a 12-foot by 400 roll of plastic. I like to use the 12 feet because then you have some extra plastic to lay on the floor from the ceiling to the floor so the dust doesn't come out. If you get an 8-foot piece of plastic, it just can pop out on you, and it doesn't go all the way to the floor sometimes. So it's best to get the 12-foot. Here I'm trimming the excess plastic, just kind of wadded it up, and then took my razor knife and cut it. Be careful when doing this. Do not take your eye off the blade. So there's the bubble.
Alright, so I'm going to drop all this now.
So I'm going to start pulling it down. Just go around. You want to be a little ginger around the push pins. You don't want to pull too hard doing this, but it pretty much falls down anyways. And then that last little bit, that's where the 8-foot plastic would end up, right there. So as you can see, dust can still get sucked out. So if you continue pulling out the plastic, it's going to lay on the floor, and you can just tab a piece of tape to it to keep it in place. Like I said, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you the exact plastic and tape and other materials I use to make this dust bubble. It'll be really helpful. All right, so here's the bubble. Let's take a peek inside. There's the water spot from a roof leak. The roof has been fixed, so we're good to go with the repair. I'm gonna do a test cut just to see what's above the area. All right, so for the materials, I'm using, it's a painter's plastic. You can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, your favorite paint store. It's a 0.31 mil in thickness. Very important. 0.31 mil in thickness. Again, it's 12 feet wide by 400 feet long in the whole roll. Then you take your push pins. You can get those at Walmart, Target, any of the big stores like that. And then I like to use the 3M blue painter's tape, 1.5 inches wide.
And that's how you do a DIY dust control bubble.
And if you're new to the channel, my name's Paul, and I've been a drywall and painting contractor for over 20 years. If you're looking to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that subscribe button in the center of the screen now to keep up with all my latest videos. Look me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching.